Hey you guys, today I'm going to talk about the Half and Half Nots Season 4 Episode 1. When it comes to the Half and Half Nots, this is a really good scripted show, so I don't go step by step. I just talk about the show for all my new subscribers or people that's just watching me for the Half and Half Not reviews. Um, this episode was okay. It wasn't like no super awesome premiere, but it just kind of give you some kind of opening info or whatever that kind of left us off from the cliffhanger of season 3 or whatever of Jeffrey stabbing Quincy. So that's where it opens up at, where he freaking out. He is, oh my god, he freaking out, and rightfully so. I understand him freaking out, but I wanted to punch the hell out of him and say, get it together. She like, man up. I'm like, yes, please. Cause I'm like, you did this, you gonna go to jail. So but the only thing that was kind of bothering me, that I understand y'all trying to make him like he just this innocent dude, but can y'all please stop making on him like he's so fucking stupid? Like his mama has not been a lawyer all his damn life. Like, why don't you know anything? Why do he wanted to hurry up and call the police? He like, it's self-defense, you know what I'm saying? And she like, I know that, you know that, but we not calling the police because they're not gonna see it like that. I'm over there like, oh my god, he is being manipulated by Candace. He really is. But at the same time, I'm like, yeah, you don't be calling the police. Like, why's your first instinct not to call your motherfucking lawyer? Being a black man, you call your goddamn lawyer first. I don't care how mad your mama is at you. You should be calling her phone first, not the police. And she over there trying, trying to deal with Quincy body and all that kind of stuff, and this idiot gonna grab his phone and call 911. She hurries up, hang up, throw the water on the phone in some water so they don't trace the call or whatever, and she's basically like, we're gonna go to jail because we stabbed him multiple times, like we look guilty. So he's steady freaking out or whatever, and I'm just like, oh my god, if he don't get it to freaking together. So she was trying to move his body and she couldn't because his ass wouldn't help her touch the body. I'm sitting there like, girl, I'm sitting there like, call your brother. I understand he mad at you or something, but call your damn brother. Call Ward. Call somebody. Because this boy is going to get y'all ass in jail, Candace, for real. But he ended up freaking out. He started taking off his clothes because there's blood on both of them or whatever. And he started freaking out, taking his clothes off, going upstairs. So she ended up putting him in the shower. Literally, she put him in the shower. She got in the shower with him. I was like, why are you getting in the shower with him? Okay, whatever. Um, And when they basically when they get out the shower, the police end up at the house, so they trying to figure out what the fuck they gonna do because the police was at the door. So that was basically the all really happened with Candace and Jeffrey. If I missed something, leave it in the comment section. I'll reply. Anyway, the let's go to Benny and Hannah, because I was so over this conversation too, because I was like, it's just going back and forth. Oh my god, hang up. Like, ugh. Um, he ended up calling her because he was trying to figure out where she was at, and she was like, I don't want to talk to you, I'm mad at you and all this kind of stuff. So they arguing over that. And then he was basically trying to get her to come to the house. And he was like, I talked to a lawyer, the house is legit. She said the house is legit. When she say she automatically knew he was talking about Veronica. So she cussing him out about that. But he's steady trying to tell her about the house. I'm like, oh my God, leave her in the damn hotel. Now, I get where she was coming from, because she was preaching some real truth as far as that house and stuff like that. And, Candace, she's saying she didn't want to move in that house or whatever because of the foundation of the house was dirty money and she don't know where the money came from and all this kind of stuff because it came from Candace. But at the same damn time, bitch, I'm not fit to be homeless either. I'm sorry. And I think only thing was hitting home with her is when Benny was saying something about the little boy and how social services was looking for her and how she's gonna have to um supply a stable home for the little boy or whatever. And I think that was the only thing that was hitting home. Then what I can say, I don't know if guys understand this, because I agree with Hannah when he was like, you ain't got no money. She was like, boy, I've been making $1 out of 15 cents for a long damn time. And guys don't be understanding that, because I'm telling you, I can feed my family with a little bit of nothing, and my dude will be looking like, how did you do that? I'd be like, magic. Voila. I'm just saying, because women know how to survive if nothing else. Um, Especially when it has something to do with taking care of your family. And she took care of both of them. Like, boo boo, she took care of you and your goddamn sister. Y'all might have had a house, but hell, she was cleaning houses to take care of y'all, and y'all grown. So I'm just saying. But yeah, I was over Hannah. I'm always over Hannah, because I be like, girl, it only suits you. Christianity only suits you when it benefits you, like when you mad at fucking Candace. But I'm like, don't act like you ain't done nothing foul, like for real, like ugh. Um, but I think she's gonna go back to the house because of that little boy or whatever. Um, Anything else happened with them two that I remember? Nope, don't care. Um, these motherfuckers in jail. I'm so happy these people in jail. Like, y'all don't even know. I want them to go into gym pop. Like, I don't want them to be in them little cells. I want them to go to gym pop for real. At least one episode. Just give us them. I don't want them to bail out. That's the goddamn soon. I want them to go see some people that Veronica and put in jail, and also Jim put in jail before they get out. I really do. I want to see how they would react to people for real, because they ain't got no damn people skills. So anyway, they getting processed into jail. Oh my god, the women when they were getting processed or whatever was so funny, because when that lady told um Veronica to take that wig off, and Catherine was like, that's her hair, and she was like, take your wig off. Like, bitch, I know weaves want to see one, I know wigs want to see one, and that's one. Take it off. So she take it off, and she had the most set it off braids. I was hollering. I said, yeah, hood Veronica. Like, this bitch didn't have no wig cap, no nothing. So I'm like, okay, whatever. So they look at Catherine, she like, this my hair. I'm looking like, it don't look like it. Look like that was a wig too. I'm just saying. Um, so then they was telling them take girdles off and all that kind of stuff, and they was like, I'm not wearing a girdle. And then the lady was like, either you take it off or we gonna take it off. I said, because y'all don't hurry up and go and follow the rules. Like, y'all ain't rich in jail. Y'all hurry up and follow the damn rules. They took all their jewelry. Veronica acting all uppity. Like, this cost this much. This cost that much. I'm like, bitch, do you know shit get lost in jail all the time? You just not understanding. I just so want them to get a rude awakening. For real, for real. Bitch, I want it to be like the orange is the new black when new inmates come in for Veronica, for real. So the guys are over there getting searched. They had to get cavity searched and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, oh, y'all gotta get dick checked and booty checked. Oh, oh, okay. And the guys kind of took it way better than the girls, so I was just like, whatever. So you have Veronica and Catherine in there talking, but Veronica was like, before you start talking, Catherine, do you have anything of value? And she was like, no. And she was like, well, shake my hand before you do, because I need to be your lawyer before you start running off at the goddamn mouth. So they shake on it or whatever, and they start talking about the car situation. And Veronica was like, bitch, I've been planning this since, I've been dealing with this, building a case or whatever since this shit happened. She was like, I got everything taken care of, don't even trip. And she was like, but you took the car, you hit the car. She was like, no, I did what my client said. So if things come up, I think she wouldn't be, she was like, I couldn't tell, so I couldn't be in trouble. It was something that had to do with Jeffrey, implying Jeffrey or whatever. So I was like, well, damn, I didn't see that shit coming. I was like, fuck, I want this bitch to go to jail. No. You can't have no defense that soon. No. Well, but at least they gotta stay there till Monday. Okay. Because they in jail and the DA made it a deal with the little guard lady that she stalled their phone call and stuff like that, and they can't see a judge. They arrested them on a Friday, so they couldn't see a judge till Monday. So I'm like, would y'all hurry and put them in the gym pop for one day, please? Okay. So the guys are over there talking, and basically David is checking the shit out of Jim about coming after Veronica, and he needs to call off the hit on Veronica and all this kind of stuff. And Jim is over there basically like, fuck you, your wife is a bitch, and you need to see that your wife is a straight ass bitch. Like, no. He got her so many bitches. I was like, David, are you gonna hit him not once? Push him? Pinch him? Something? Stare at him harder? I don't know. But I'm like, why are you allowing this man to keep calling your wife a bitch unless you really think your wife is a bitch? But hey, but David basically was like, I love her. You don't know what it is to love somebody like that. And he was like, my heart. He was like, you love with your heart, and what I love with his Lord in my heart. I said, this nasty bastard dick gonna fall off. So he was sitting there talking all this mess. They were just sitting there arguing or whatever about Veronica, and David basically tells him like, if you don't leave my wife alone, you gonna have a problem like no other. You gonna have a problem. Jim looked like I'm not scared of you or your punk ass wife, and I'm sitting there like, you might need to be, cause he a little too calm with his. So I don't know if we want to see the wrath of David because, well, we see what he did with Candace, but and he was sneaky with that. So I'm quite sure he might give Jim a run for his money when it comes to being devious and stuff like that. But I can't wait to see it. I really can't wait to see it. Especially when you got Maggie on the outskirts with Landon. And she basically trying to get David out and see how she gonna spin his story. So she says, put out a story that it was Jim and Veronica. Put it on them. And she gives Landon a picture about when Veronica was with Benny, and he don't know who Benny is. Nobody ever know who the fuck Benny is. Benny got fucked up, was on fucking TV saying he got hit, and nobody seems to know who Benny is ever. Wasn't his picture on the news when he got hit with the little girl? I don't. Didn't everybody know this boy was in the hospital? Nobody know who Benny is. I don't get this part, especially when they all run in the same fucking circle. Um, But yeah, she's trying to get David out because she wants David to be the governor or whatever the hell Jim was running for. That's who she want David to be. And I said, I see this happening. I see her getting him out and leaving the other ones in. But I'm like, what you gonna do with Catherine? Are you gonna get her out too? I, I just wonder. But because Catherine is sinking. I mean, even though she is kind of fucked up and she kind of knew, she really didn't have a choice because Jim was doing shit. I'm just saying, and she was protecting her son, so I get that part. But everybody else was just being fucking mean and malicious. So, I don't really think Catherine deserves to be in jail with the rest of them. But it's fun to see them all soaking when they rich people. What else happened? Oh, Wyatt and the DA lady. She goes to him because she wants to talk to him and Jeffrey, but they can't seem to find Jeffrey. But she needs a statement or something like that. So they can make sure they get immunity so they can make sure they testify against the parents or whatever. So then he was like, I just need to get out of here. He freaking out like, I need to get out of here before Monday because they ass is gonna kill me. You don't know my parents. They don't care about me. I'm just a pawn in this game. Like, no, they gonna kill me. So he was like, I don't have my inheritance money, and they got control of my money. And she was like, what, huh? And so he tells her the story about his inheritance, and she was like, well, let me see what I can do so I can see if I can get your money. And I said, oh, this is about to be good. If he can get his money and they can't control him no more, oh, this season gonna crack. I really think this season gonna crack if it's all gonna go down like that. Only thing else that happened is Quincy's sister is calling him, looking for him or whatever, and we gonna see what happens with that. But I'm trying to see what else did I miss. Other than that, that's all that really happened on this episode. If I missed anything, like I said, please leave it in the comment section, and I'll reply if I miss anything that was major or anything like that. Follow me on all social media by the Ghetto View, THA, not THE. I'm your girl Miss Nika, and I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.